Well, thanks, Natalie. It's great to be here, and you can have a more appropriate day to be here on Remembrance Day. 103 years since the last day of the First World War, 76 years since the last day of the Second World War, and to be here with the veterans who I want to acknowledge for their sacrifice. Also, Charlie Lynn, who I know probably the misfortune of him taking me across the Kokoda Track on two occasions, and early on, a few months ago, when I was putting the budget together as treasurer, Charlie contacted me about putting some funding into this memorial, and I said I would, and for very good reason, because today is a day on Remembrance Day where we reflect on the sacrifices and the legacy that those great Australians made for the freedoms that we have today. And I think a day like today is not just important to reflect on, but it's important to ensure and reflect on the obligations that we have as Australians to pass those values of those great Australians on to the generations to come. And to hear earlier and to see the virtual reality video that's been put together, the screen that's here, the upgrade that will occur over time, and the continued support for this memorial will ensure that many of our young children across our state will have a phenomenal experience every time they come to this walkway and understand and gain a deeper appreciation of the significant sacrifice that those Australians made. And certainly as somebody who had that opportunity and honoured to walk across the Kokoda Track with Charlie, to be at a place like the Isurava Memorial and to see etched in those granite stones those four words that really, I think, sum up the Kokoda campaign: endurance, sacrifice, mateship and courage, certainly left a mark on me. And I think that's important that for all Australians to experience that, so that we understand that there were enormous sacrifices made, that those efforts weren't in vain, that the freedoms that we have in this country didn't just appear. They came about because of enormous sacrifices of great people who have gone before us. And today is a day on Remembrance Day, and to be here at the Kokoda Track Memorial here to, I guess, as I said, reflect on not just the importance of that sacrifice, that strong legacy, but to ensure that we, as Australians, pass on those values for generations to come. So to Jennifer, thank you for everything that you do and the work that you'll continue to do. I hope this state funding will provide the support and make a real difference to the memorial here, and ensure that the great work that you do lives on in our state. To Angelo, who I know has probably done the Kokoda Track 20 times or something. I think he's been there a few times. Thanks for all, obviously, the council's support. In particular, I want to pay tribute to Fiona and our veterans who are here with us today, and particularly Charlie, who will always be there knocking on our door for further funding. And what we can do as a state government, we'll continue to do, and continue to work with the council and memorial to make this legacy here continue into the future. Jennifer.